Hey there, neighbor. Thanks for clicking. Welcome to the first episode of the Save Files. Now, the Save Files is not exactly a video game review show, although there will be plenty of that. I will, of course, tell you the good and the bad points of the games that I'm talking about, as well as telling you whether or not I like the game and I think you should play it. But the Save Files is instead going to focus on a specific memory that I have, whether it's about the game itself, a certain event within the game, a peripheral I once used, or a video game system in its entirety. But regardless, it will always be video game related, and it will be about a specific memory that I have about games, be it good, bad, or horrible, and trust me, there will be plenty of all three. But although I'll try to avoid it, as a general rule, the Save Files is going to be pretty spoiler heavy. So don't bother complaining about it. You have been warned. Now, let's say we get started. How about we start our first episode with something funny? How about the funniest game of all time? Silent Hill 2. This game's hilarious. Okay, I'm kidding, of course. I'm going to be talking about the talking hallway in Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill, to me at least, has always been more about psychological scares rather than jump scares or gory scares, although it has occasionally dabbled. And while the first game had a moment that upset me so much I had to stop playing for a while and walk away, I'm looking at you, Lisa. I'm actually going to talk about Silent Hill 2, and I'm going to spoil the hell out of it. So if you haven't played it yet, what the hell are you waiting for? Also, I'm going to be showing the hallway moment in its entirety in this episode. I still think it's powerful in this form, but it is much, much more powerful if you come across it during the course of playing the game. Getting all the backstory, getting attached to the characters, and getting their histories, all that stuff. But if you've already played the game, or if you're just not a gamer, or if you just don't care, feel free to keep watching. In this game, you play as James Sunderland, who is tragically addicted to looking at himself in bathroom mirrors. No, I'm not kidding. This goes on for about a minute. Poor guy. James's wife, Mary, has been dead for 3 years from a terminal disease. Which terminal disease is never named. I guess she died from horror game supporting character syndrome? When James gets a letter from Mary, 3 years after she died, the letter asks him to come see her in their special place in Silent Hill, and James cannot help but go and try to find her. We can take away two things from this. First, James's life has sucked since Mary died. And second, the post office in hell, surprisingly efficient. Throughout the whole game, James is grasping at the incredibly slim hope that Mary might still be alive. When you do finally find the special place Mary was talking about, the hotel room they stayed in together, oh yeah, you know what that means, right? Yeah, they had sex in that hotel room. Wow, saying it out loud does kind of ruin it. James plays a tape he made of Mary on their last vacation, and finally realizes he's been repressing his memories of her death for a long time, because he killed her himself. Personally, I don't see what the big deal is. I remember killing my wife just fine. What? You always remember your first. James couldn't take the burden of waiting anymore, and he wanted his life back. This is a pretty powerful moment, but it's not the one I'm talking about here. I thought that was bad enough, but it got worse. Later on, you're on your way to the final boss of the game, a nightmare version of Mary in a mobile hospital bed. What the f***? That is so wrong! You come across an incredibly long hallway, which is dark and devoid of enemies. There's no music, no sound other than the sound of your own footsteps. But about 10 steps in, you start to hear people talking. It's James and Mary. One of the last conversations they ever had. And it's absolutely heartbreaking.
Mary?
What do you want, James?
I brought you some flowers.
Flowers? I don't want any damn flowers. Just go home already.
Mary, what are you saying?
Look, I'm disgusting. I don't deserve flowers. Between the disease and the drugs, I look like a monster. Well, what are you looking at? Get the hell out of here. Leave me alone already. I'm no use to anyone. I'll be dead soon anyway. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow. It'd be easier if they'd just kill me. But I guess the hospital is making a nice profit off me. They want to keep me alive. Are you still here? I told you to go. Are you deaf? Don't come back. James, wait. Please don't go. Stay with me. Don't leave me alone. I didn't mean what I said. Please, James. Tell me I'll be okay. Tell me I'm not going to die. Help me.
He didn't like the things he do anything. I want my mommy. After that, you have to kill Mary in that boss fight I mentioned. Then you get an ending. 1 out of 4 possible. My first time playing, I got the ending where James wakes up in a bedroom and Mary's there, lying in bed. And he tells her he's so sorry and she forgives him, but he cannot forgive himself. After the scene, James gets in his car and intentionally drives off a bridge and drowns. Yeah, this isn't exactly light stuff here, kids. But that long, dark hallway was really the first moment that a video game actually got to me right here. I mean, it's the first time a video game was ever that emotionally powerful for me. That was the moment I realized that games were an art form. I don't care what Roger Ebert or anyone else says. After an experience like that, something that can get that much of an emotional reaction from you, how could it be anything but art? To me, that's what art is supposed to do. It's supposed to stimulate mentally, emotionally, physically, I guess. Never mind. I'm going to have to edit that part out later. Yeah. Well, that's my first save file. I hope the first of many. I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go make some more memories. Next time, Gadget.